मेरी बुद्धि में बैठा हुआ है. So that's why I can't really focus on divine activities. I'm not able to follow 4 regulative principles because this Rahu is really troubling me. Srila Prabhupada said, you just chant your rounds nicely and follow 4 regulative principles. I will kick thousands of Rahus with a single kick of my boot. So here in Mathura Dham, no effect of the malefic planets in case you are residing in Mathura Dham. Purna Vashta Sahasretu Varanyasam tu Yatphalam. If somebody stays for 1000 years in Varanasi, Tatphalam Labate Devi Mathurayam Kshanenehi. So just by spending one akshana, one moment in Mathura, you get the same benefit as you get the benefit of staying in Varanasi for 1000 times. Bharadevi, the Lord is mentioning this. Because when we describe all these pastimes, so the devotees of other personalities, for example, say Lord Shiva devotees or Shakta devotees, these people, they only highlight Krishna, Krishna. They are the best. You are the best. Sir, we are not saying. Shastras are saying. We are just doing copy, paste. Control C, Control V. Or say Command C, Command V. That's it. What to do? Similarly, Kartikayam cha yat punyam pushkari chu vasandure. If somebody stays in Kartik month, where in Pushkar, entire month, so tat phalam labate devi mathurayam dine dine. So spending in Mathura any day, you get that benefit. What you get by spending one entire month, that to Kartik month in Pushkar. So that phase we see that Mathura's Mahima is really incredible. Then also it is mentioned Sattudvipe tu ye tirtha brahmanascha phalam bhavet prapate cha adikam tasman mathuram brahmanike. The result that is obtained by visiting all the holy places of pilgrimage present on the 7 islands of the earth, more than that result is obtained just by visiting Mathura. Just by visiting. In fact, each and every step which we take, that is considered as that you have done tirthatan of all the holy places, you have taken bath in all the holy rivers, and just by visiting Mathura, which also expanded as Madurai. Yeah. So by visiting that holy place. Similarly, it is mentioned that all those who are Siddhas, those who are Bhutas, the ghosts, the Devas, they see the people, residents of Mathura, as 4-armed resident of Vaikuntha. Mathura Vasino Lokanste Pashanti Chaturbhujan. Anybody who is there in Mathura Dham, they are having 4 hands. Yeah. And Mathuram ye vasanti Vishnu Rupani te mata. That means their form is also like that of the Lord himself. Not that they are Lord, but they have form which resembles like that of the Lord. But how to then differentiate that who is the devotee and who is the Lord? Because everyone is having 4 arms. So then how to find out the Lord? Lord! Narayan! Everyone is having 4 arms. Narayan! Oh, same form. No, there is a difference. Kaustubh Mani is only there with Lord Narayan. So then one can find out that yes, here is the Lord. And also Shrivatsa, that golden line which represents Lakshmi on the heart of the Lord, that is also exclusively present on the Lord himself only. So although there are people in Vaikuntha Dham who are having 4 arms, but the Lord is still clearly visible. In terms of beauty, Lord excels everyone. Although everyone is having 4 arms, but yet in beauty, Lord excels everyone. So he's clearly visible. Similarly, all those who are there, the female forms, they are like Lakshmi. They are very beautiful like Lakshmi, but not exactly like Lakshmi. So in this way, one can clearly see Lakshmi and Narayan in Vaikuntha Dham. But yes, in Mathura Dham as well, people are having 4 arms. Even Lord Krishna, sometimes he manifests 4 arms, sometimes he manifests 2 arms. And when he is in Mathura or when he is in Dwarka, then he is not bare body. Krishna wears chudidar kurta and chudidar pajama. Have you seen? Yeah. Because Krishna is like a king. He is bare body, like we see Radha Radhikaraman ji, only in Vrindavan. So bare body, Vrindavan flowers. The turban is also mostly made of Vrindavan flowers, and little cloth, but mostly Vrindavan flowers. So Krishna is like that only in Sri Vrindavan Dham. And there he does not manifest 4-armed form. 4-armed form in Mathura, sometimes not. Same in Dwarka also. Sometimes he manifests 4-armed form, sometimes not. Like that's why you see that Lord Jagannath is also having 4 arms. They keep their 4 arms in the store. Sometimes they place of 4 arms. Jagannath having 4 arms. Because Jagannath is Jagannath Puri, so like that. So, but yes, but everyone is having such a divine form. So here, not that everyone becomes God, but everyone looks like God. like that. Similarly, it is mentioned in Shiv Puran. The sins committed at holy places become even more resolute. Therefore, one should not commit even at the most subtle minor sin at the time of residing in the holy place. So, Kshetre papasya karanam dridam bhavati bhrasura. That means, in case somebody is inclined for sinful activities, one should not reside in the holy dham. And that's why it is recommended that grihasthas should not reside in the holy dham. They can visit the holy dham, because no sex life usually is allowed in the holy dham. In case that is to happen, then only by the permission of the spiritual master. So in case somebody has become free from the desire for sex life, that person can reside in the holy dham. Because holy dham is not for recreation. Holy dham is actually for tapasya, sadhana, swadhyay, shravanam, kirtanam, exclusively for this only. So one should not do any kind of sinful activity, because the sin which is committed in the holy dham, like Mathura, it becomes resolute. Papasya karanam dhridam. Already there is so much of account of sinful activities which you have done. Now in case that becomes, firstly we get more in our account, and that too dhridam, very difficult to then remove it from our account. So that's why once we go to the holy dham, then we should be very, very conscious. In a subtle way or a gross way, no sin should happen. Yes. And we also see that dham is so very powerful that bhakti naturally feels, we feel in the inspiration in bhakti so naturally by being in the holy dham. It happens because dham has that potency. And we know that in Pandupuran, there in Uttarakhand, there comes a story of Bhakti Devi. Bhakti Devi was feeling very weak, and she was weeping. She's very morose, she's very sad, she's very disheartened, and then she's having the sons, her two sons, Jnana and Vairagya. They are dead. And then Narad Muni, seeing such a pitiable condition, he asked that, who are you? And then Bhakti Devi told that, I am Bhakti Devi. And who are these two? These are Jnana and Vairagya. He checked the nerves, dead. So then Narad Muni, as he took Bhakti Devi, who was looking very old and emaciated, he took Bhakti Devi to Vrindavan Dham. As soon as she was in Vrindavan Dham, she revived immediately. She became young, beautiful, effulgent, illustrious. Wow. So sons came back to life. Earlier they were dead. They came back to life. He checked the nerves. Yes, now they are alive. But still they were unconscious. Then of course, then Srimad Bhagavatam was brought by the mercy of the four Kumaras. And then after Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhakti Devi became even more beautiful, and the sons also became young, handsome, full of life. So even when we are in the holy dham, what we should be doing? Reading and hearing and contemplating and meditating on Srimad Bhagavatam. So in case somebody wants to reside in Vrindavan Dham, do you have that taste to study Srimad Bhagavatam for 5 hours, 6 hours continuously? Do you have that taste? Ask yourselves. In case the answer is yes, then by the permission of spiritual master, one can reside in the holy dham. But in case you have the taste for reading for 2 hours, 3 hours, and then 16 rounds, stay in Delhi. Do some preaching. Do some seva here. But in case you have got deep taste for bhakti and naam bhajan, then by the mercy of spiritual master, by his permission, one can reside. So we revive, our bhakti is revived when we go to the holy places, especially like Mathura Dham. Yes. And within Mathura Dham, we see that there is Vrindavan. Vrindavan is even more special. So in this way, so this is the eternal nature of the holy Dham. So who mentioned that Dham, especially of Radha Krishna Dham, is eternal in nature? So Lord Shiva in Mrityunjay Tantra, he says, Shunu Devi Mahamaya Yan Nityam Yat Iyakam. That the place which is Niyatam, which is always existing, is the abode of Shri Radha and Krishna. Lord Shiva describes that. And the holy dham, if you see the structure of the holy dham as we enter in Vrindavan Dham, so Vrindavan, in Golok Vrindavan, so it's 1,000-petaled Golok Vrindavan. All the other Vakunthas are spherical in shape. So they are golden, they are very effulgent, and they are spherical in shape. That's Vakunthas. And other dhams as well, they are of the similar shape. But only Golok Vrindavan is in the form of the lotus. So central part, which is the hall of the lotus, and the central part, there is a tree which is made up of diamonds and crystals. And it is such a beautiful, very expansive tree, huge tree. And underneath this tree stays Radha and Krishna. And Radha and Krishna are surrounded by the gopis and the gopas. So this is described in when we chant Gopal mantra, the 18 syllable Gopal mantra, those who chant Gayatri, the second last Gayatri. So I'll not chant the mantra, but I'll give you the hint. Yeah. So the first word, which is the Bij word of this Gayatri, is that Kleem. There is Om, there is Aim, and there is Kleem. So what does Kleem mean? Kleem, in which Ka stands for Krishna, La stands for Radhika, and then Ma stands for the gopis around them. So Radha, Krishna and the gopis combined together in a Bij form is by Kleem. Kleem. Another meaning of Kleem is that Ka is Krishna, La is Radhika, and I is the happiness of embrace, and Ma stands for blissful kissing between them. It is very esoteric. Usually we don't describe such things because people of Kali Yuga can't understand all these. Oh, so there is also embrace and kissing and all that, which I do with my Lala. Same thing happening between Radha Krishna. So over there is also the same thing. The same thing. Yeah. Here it is all fleshy exchange. I scratch your protein, you scratch my protein. That's it. Smooching, kissing is basically I spit in your mouth, you spit in my mouth. French kiss, smooching. Okay, you had my salivary on my legs, you had your salivary on my legs and my mouth. That's it. छी 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 छी, ये सब लोग करते हैं. छी 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 छी. हम तो सब बता रहा हूँ तो छी 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 निकल रहा है. But over there it's actually divine. So Krishna and Srimati Radhika, the Aladin Shakti and Param Shaktiman, there is no salivary on my legs. It's blissful kissing. So Kleem, so Ka is Krishna, La is Srimati Radhika, E is the embrace, Alingan, and then Ma is blissful kissing between both of them. So Kleem, like that. So in between is Kleem, and then there is hexagon around. Now this is the central part. I am describing about the center part of Golok Vrindavan. Around are the petals, but the center part is a hor. In the whole part, there is hexagon. So then, in the center is Kleem, because in the center are Radha and Krishna embracing each other underneath the tree. So divine embrace and divine, everything is divine here. But with mundane intelligence, we can't understand all of this. But yes, Kleem is in the center. Kleem. And then all around is, on the top is Krishnaya. Krishnaya means deep attraction for Krishna. Krishnaya. And then Govindaya. Govindaya means the one who captures everyone's senses and fills the senses with divine nectar. Like in Rasa Leela, when the gopis, when they are dancing with Krishna, and after that they become tired. So just by looking at Krishna, they feel refreshed. All the senses are refreshed. All the senses are joyful. Govindaya. And then Gopijana. Who is Gopijana? Gopijana are the gopis. Vallabha. So as per Gopal Tapani Upanishad, the one who does not know that absolute truth is Gopijana Vallabha has not understood absolute truth. People talk about absolute truth and that absolute reality, the all-pervading, the all-potent, the all this, the all that. Sir, do you know that all of this, all of that is Gopijana Vallabha? Huh? Really? So that means your realization of absolute truth is incomplete. Yeah. Gopijana Vallabhai. And then the last one is Swaha. Swaha means I offer myself to such a Lord. So this is basically 18 syllable Gopal mantra. So I'll not recite the mantra because I can't do that, but I am explaining the mantra. But yes, Krishnaya means Sambandha Gyan. Govindaya means Abhiday. And Gopijana Vallabhai means Prayojan. So when we chant Gayatri, so those who chant Gayatri, and when they are in this Gopal mantra, so when we say Krishnaya, so at that time we should have the feeling that yes, let my relationship with Krishna be there as a servant. Yes. And Krishna is having all the gopis as his beloveds, Yashoda Maiya, Nanda Maharaj. And then at that time we should contemplate on the sambandha which Krishna has with all the devotees, and me being the servant of the servant of the servant of such Krishna. Krishnaya. And then Govindaya means the bhakti which is happening between all of them towards Krishna. Govindaya. And then, why? Because they are driven by love for Krishna. Gopijana Vallabhai. to such a Gopijana Vallabhai who is Govindaya and Krishna, Swaha. Swaha. That means I offer myself to such a Lord. So with this contemplation, we should be chanting Gayatri. Often people ask that whether Gayatri is for liberation or whether Gayatri takes us to Goloka. Who believes that Gayatri is for liberation? It takes us beyond material world. So for moksha, there is Gayatri. Raise your hand. Okay. Who believes that Gayatri gives us, Gayatri is for Krishna Prem. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is for liberation. But for Krishna Prem, Gayatri. Raise your hand. अरे दोनों में हाथ नहीं खड़ा किया. अच्छा. Okay. Who is confused? Okay, nice. Most of us are confused, huh? Actually, the beginning Gayatri is like Brahma Gayatri and all that. They are very helpful in liberation. And then Guru Gayatri and Guru Pranam Mantra, they help us get connected to Krishna. Mahaprabhu gives us connection to Radha and Krishna. And then as we reach Gopal Mantra and Kam Gayatri, it actually helps us in Swarupa. So Gayatri can't be just put into liberation section, not just into giving Swarupa. Both of them. And Hare Krishna Mahamantra also similarly, both of them. So in the beginning when we chant, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is acting to give us liberation. But as we keep on chanting, and then chanting after liberation also gives Krishna Prem. So throughout we see that Hare Krishna Mahamantra remains same. But within Gayatri, we make a transition. Beginning Gayatris are for liberation. And as we keep moving ahead, then these Gayatris are there for giving us Krishna Prem, Swarupa Siddhi. Especially Kam Gayatri is very, very effective. So while chanting Kam Gayatri, one should be very conscious. Because while chanting Kam Gayatri, in case somebody, whatever you are desiring, if Kam Gayatri says Tathastu, you are gone. So that's why, especially during Kam Gayatri, of course, during all the Gayatri, one should be attentive. But especially during Kam Gayatri, one should be very, very attentive. But yes, so this Gayatri is there in the central part of the Golok Vrindavan. And then there are 1,000 petals. On the tip of all the petals, on the tip of the petals reside gopis. And on the rest of the part of the petals reside the Brajavasis. Those who are in Vasaliras, those who are in Sakhiras. So they reside in the other part of the petal. But the tip of the petal, there reside the gopis. And these petals are very dynamic. In case somebody is to go from this petal to this petal, not that now he'll take a e-rickshaw and dugur. तो पहुंच चुके फिर तो हम लीला के लिए फिर टाइम से. How can we reach on time? So that phase, in case if I am to reach from one place to another place, then one petal closes and then you step from here to here and then it opens. And then you are there in from say Madhuvan to Vrindavan. You can reach. Not that you have to take e-rickshaw, you are walking and walking. No. Holy Dham is dynamic, wish fulfilling. So in case you have a wish, okay, I am to reach Bhandirvan. So then immediately you can go to Bhandirvan. Immediately. Yes. And all these different places, they are crystalline, they are clear. And each of the crystal wall displays the pastimes of Krishna. So that means all the walls, they act like LCD TV. Say for example, you are passing by and you do not know when Krishna was here, what pastime did Krishna do? So just look at the wall. Because that wall records that particular Leela. Oh, Krishna did this here. And then there is charcha, there is discussion about the Leela which is happening. Yeah. Also, sometimes they record the message. Like for example, when the gopis, when they go to the ponds, so the periphery of the ponds is also crystalline. It is made of sapphire. So in that sapphire, in that emerald, you can mention, tell Krishna that now we are going to the left side of the forest. There you would be waiting. So when Krishna comes and splashes his face, he sees a recording where the gopis have stored the message. Krishna, left side forest. Okay, alright. Friends, we are going to the left side of the forest. Yeah. That's in the Holy Dham. Especially in Vrindavan, like it is mentioned in Gopal Champu, that the houses are merged with Prakriti and Prakriti is merged with the houses. That means you can't really differentiate where are the houses and where is the Prakriti. So the forest and the place of residence is so much amalgamated with each other. It's so beautiful. Mathura is city. But of course there is a lot of nature in Mathura as well. But here we have proper more properly designed and clearly visible, discreetly visible quarters, residential quarters, and then we see the gardens very clearly. But in Vrindavan Dham, the creepers are there entering into the houses, and houses are there which are there with the forest, trees are there within house, outside house as well, on the top of the house as well. That is there in Vrindavan Dham. So in Vrindavan Dham, it is more of a natureful. But in Mathura Dham, we can see discreetly the quarters, the streets, the gateways, the pathways. That's there in Mathura Dham. And the dust which is there in the holy Dham, whether Mathura or Vrindavan, especially in Vrindavan Dham, somewhere the dust is made up of saffron. You know saffron? It is the costliest spice in the world. Saffron. You know what's the cost of saffron? Any guess? It starts with 35,000 rupees per kg. 35,000 rupees per kg. And this is like basic quality saffron. In case you go for good quality saffron, that is 90,000 rupees or sawa lakh rupees, 1,25,000 rupees per kg. And that's on mithai, there is only one petal. बस बहुत है. यदि मिठाई कहते ये 500 रुपए किलो. क्यों कहते हैं वो saffron? Of course, nowadays now they are having pirated copy of saffron as well. But yeah, saffron, where the dust is made up of saffron. Somewhere the dust is made up of musk. Somewhere it is made up of camphor. And sometimes mixed with the two. That means holy dham is always fragrant. Always fragrant. And wherever Krishna walks, so the dust of Vrindavan Dham, it jumps in ecstasy because Krishna's lotus feet touch the holy dham. So, Krishna, Krishna. So the dust is always jumping in ecstasy. So in case somebody wants to know where Krishna has gone, what's the GPS? So GPS is the ecstatically dancing dust. Can you see this dust which is ecstatic? So Krishna has gone this way. Or the flags. The flags also give the direction where Krishna is there with the devotees. So flags move in the direction where Krishna is there. Because the air, the breeze, it flows in the direction where Krishna is there with the devotees to serve the devotees. So that's why where the flags are waving, okay, in that direction. Okay, let's go this way. So everyone is facilitating, everything is facilitating in the holy dham of the Lord. Okay, and also outside Golok Vrindavan Dham, so there are lotus petals, okay, all around. Now there is Jagannath Puri Dham, and then there is Mathura Dham, and also there is Dwarka Dham, and then outside there is Shwetodeep, which is also there. So external part of the lotus, there is the pastime place of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Somebody can ask, what about Mahaprabhu? Radha Krishna, what about Mahaprabhu? Mahaprabhu's holy abode is also part of it. In fact, central part of this lotus is somebody looks from the western side, one can see Mahaprabhu sitting on this very elaborate, very beautiful throne, and then other devotees are there. From the western side, if we see the lotus, and we see from the eastern side, we see Radha and Krishna. Same place when we see eastern side, oh, Radha Krishna. And western side, oh, there's Mahaprabhu, because they are one and same. But yes, in this Navadvip Dham, where Mahaprabhu is there as a part of the Golok Vrindavan Dham, there every day, every time, all the time, this is what is happening. Srimad Bhagavatam classes. And who gives Srimad Bhagavatam classes over there? Gadadhar Pandit, Sansar Shivas Thakur, and then sometimes Mahaprabhu himself. And then everyone is listening like this. Somebody may think, ek baar, bas, one time we become perfect, then no more Bhagavatam classes. Excuse me, sir, over there also, same thing. But the descriptions which would be given by Gadadhar Pandit, who is Srimati Radharani herself, what kind of Bhagavatam class would that be? There the speaker is also shedding tears, completely drenching the cloths with tears of love. And those who are listening, same is their condition. In the material world, the speaker is also sleeping, the audience is also sleeping. Srimad Bhagavatam class. But in the spiritual world, in Shwetodeep Dham, in Mahaprabhu's abode, Bhagavatam is always happening. And here we have Bhagavatam class for 1 hour, and then we have Prasadam. There Bhagavatam is at least for 3 hours. In fact, there is no calculation of time. They just go on. Now their time is up, so Gadadhar Pandit gets a parchi. Prabhuji, bhakton ko jana bhi hai. Okay. कहाँ जाना है तुमको? वहीं तो रहना है तुमको. So in the Holy Dham, then there are long Hari Katha, yeah, and after Hari Katha, there is Prasadam, and then there is Harinam Sankirtan, and this is what is happening. One devotee, another place, somebody is sponsoring feast. So it is not just for sadhakas, even for siddhas, it is happening. And all of these activities which you can see in Goloka Dham, when you see from the western side. From eastern side, you see Radha and Krishna and everything is. So in parallel, Mahaprabhu's Leela and Radha Krishna Leela, they are happening in parallel. So Mahaprabhu's Leela is not just here, it is there as well. So surrounding this, there is quadruple. So 4 sides are there. So these 4 sides, and then one more 4 sides. So there is octagon. So this octagon is now covered by tridents. So there are 10 tridents. North, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, up and down. In 10 directions there are tridents, so that no unqualified person can enter Goloka. If anybody is trying to enter, I was Brahmavadi, I entered Brahmajyoti, now let me enter Goloka, let me see what's happening there. Excuse me, sir. Bhakti kar pehle. Do Bhakti Shastri. You did Mukti Shastri. You did Mukti Vaibhav. Mukti Sarvabhaum. You have to do Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Sarvabhaum, Bhakti Vedanta. You do that. Okay. So then this soul is sent to Lord Shiva's Kailash Dham. There Lord Shiva gives Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Sarvabhaum. Getting a teacher like Paramahamsa devotee like Lord Shiva. Wow. So in Kailash Dham, this is what happens. So those who are not qualified for Bhakti, who gives qualification for Bhakti? Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is Guru. Guru gives the qualification to enter the Holy Dham. So after training them, then Lord Shiva takes them to the holy abode of Krishna. Krishna, he has done Bhakti Shastri, show certificate. And then Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vedanta. Then he is allowed to enter. Otherwise, no entering. Yes. So 10 sides are covered by tridents. Yeah. Also 4 sides are covered by Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha. On the eastern side, there is Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha. But Dharma also means Bhakti Dharma. Dharma, Artha means Lakshmi or resources. But for what? For Bhakti. Bhakti oriented Artha. Then Kam, desires. What kind of desires? Desire to do Bhakti. And Moksha. Moksha for what? To serve the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. So Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha in their original purest form exist at the periphery, outside of Vrindavan Dham. And then Vasudev, Sankarshan, Aniruddha and Pradyumna are also there. 4 side. There is also Ganeshji. Ganeshji in Vishnu Tattva form originally. In fact, all those which are demigods, originally they are having the Vishnu Tattva counterpart. In fact, they are the material counterparts of original Vishnu Tattva forms. So Indra originally Vishnu Tattva. Varuna, Agni, all of them originally in their Vishnu Tattva forms are surrounding the Golok Vrindavan. And then from there comes the positions of Indra, Varuna, Agni in this world, which are positions to be acquired by a living entity by doing so much of tapasya and punya and all that. But here they are just positions. But originally these positions coming from Vishnu, which are surrounding Golok Vrindavan. So all the demigods originally there are there in their original form, and they expand to this material world like that. So it is mentioned in Rig Veda, book number 10, chapter 90 and verse number 16. Teteha nahaka mahimanam skanti yatra purve sandhyam shanti devaha. So devas in their original most peaceful state of existence exist outside the holy abode of the Lord. And since nobody falls from that dham, so that's why it is also known as Akshar. So Goloka Dham is actually Akshar Dham. That is, which is not fallible. Nobody falls from there. So basically whenever there is a description of Akshar Dham in the Shastras, it is about actually Goloka. It's about Mathura. It's about Jagannath Puri. That everything, Akshara. Akshara means that which is fallible. Akshara means not fallible. So Akshar which we use, the words, originally all the words of Varnamala are originating from Golok Vrindavan Dham. Akshara. A, A, I, I, U, E. From where did they come? From Panini? From Laghu Kaustubh, what is that? Laghu Kaumudi. Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. These are the descriptions about the grammar. But originally Akshara comes from Dham. And their A is Krishna. As Krishna says, in the Virandwana, I am the letter A. That's is everywhere. Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, is everywhere. Yeah, Akshara. So in this way, the holy abode of the Lord is there. So eternally perfect, Purva Sandhya Devas reside there, gloriously devoted to that place which is free from all the miseries. That is Vaikuntha Dham or Golok Vrindavan. So from there, everything originates. In fact, all the Dhamas, they come from Vrindavan Dham. And somebody, just by saying Vrindavan, one gets the benefit of chanting Krishna Nam. Vrindavan! So by saying Vrindavan, you get the same benefit of chanting Krishna. Wow. That's the potency of the name Vrindavan. In fact, among the 16 names of Srimati Radhika, one of the name is Vrinda. So on the name of Srimati Radhika, this Dham is there. Vrindavan. Like that. So this was a very beautiful description of Mathura. So we thought that from Shastras we can glorify the importance of Mathura. So I'll stop here now. Hare Krishna. Mathura Dham ki jai. Krishna visiting Mathura Dham ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Anybody has any question? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful Shastri quoted classes. I have this question that when we say originated, every Dham is originated from Vrindavan Dham. That means it gives an idea that it was not there at some point of time and get originated. But we say everything is eternal.
Yes.
So how to reconcile this?
So it's very easy. Sri Prabhupada gave a very beautiful analogy to explain this thing. Then when we say it originates from that means there was a time it was not there, and then at a certain point of time it started from that place. Right? But it's not like this. Like for example, the sun rays, they originate from the sun. But yet there was no time when sun was not without sunshine. Was there a time when sun is existing but no sunshine? But sunshine coexists with the sun, yet at the same time sunshine comes from the sun. Similarly, everything in parallel exists with the Lord, yet everything originates from the Lord. Like that. But usually we have this calculation, father is there, child is not there. So we can say child got its origin from the parents. But there was a time when child was not there, only parents were there. So when we superimpose such conceptions on the Lord, then we get bewildered. But potency and potent, both are eternal. Both of them are beginningless. Yet potency originates from the potent. Potency is controlled by the potent. Potency is nourished by the potent. And they are always coexisting. There was never a time when the potent is without potency. Then how can potent be called potent? Because no potency. Potent becomes potent because of potency. Yet potency rests on potent. So sun and sunshine. There was never a time when sun was without sunshine. Yet sunshine originates from the sun. So Srila Prabhupada explained with this analogy of sun and sunshine. Okay, any other question? Yes? Okay, no question today. Self-realized for the day. Yes. 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 When I was talking about that how Gayatri accelerates purification, we were talking about the beginning Gayatris. And of course, Kam Gayatri also purifies us, no doubt. It purifies our desires. Yeah. So when we chant Kam Gayatri especially, it makes our consciousness very much deeply embedded with Radha Krishna Lila. Like Kam Devai. Kam Devai is actually transcendental Cupid Krishna. Pushpavana. Pushpavana means the one who is having pushpa arrows which are made of which are full of flowers, different kind of flowers, and when they touch the devotee, it springs a certain kind of desire in the devotee for Krishna. And when seeing such a devotee, that he is now or she is in ecstasy, or the gopis they are in ecstasy because they get hit by the arrow of this transcendental Cupid known as Krishna. So then Tanno Ananga. Ananga means the one who is not conscious of his own anga. When Krishna seeing the love of the gopis, he becomes Ananga, means he is not conscious of his limbs. Not that he becomes ananga. That means he is not having any anga. He is having anga. But he becomes swooned in ecstasy, and that's why he is not no more conscious of his anga. So ananga. To such a Lord, prachodayat. I surrender. I give myself. Okay, any other question? Yes? Only by the permission of spiritual master we should decide in the Holy Dham.
Who is not having a sex desires. Sometimes we visit Vrindavan Dham for youth camp to just preach the new people.
You are visiting, not staying. When you take the youth, 3 days you are a guest. So when guest comes and he misbehaves, a guest, we forgive. Guest hai. Guest. So that's why not more than 3 days. Come back. But somebody wants to stay in Vrindavan Dham, we will stay in Vrindavan Dham, we will purchase Omax apartment, Unitech. Yes. There is swimming pool as well. Loi Bazaar is just 15 minutes. This is what we are going to the Holy Dham for. So therefore shopping, there are so many markets in Delhi. So we can be here. But yes, for Vrindavan Dham was only when at least one should be there on the stage of Nishtha. Before Nishtha, one should not go to Holy Dham. Because before Nishtha, 4 regulative principles also sometimes we break. Because we are not on Nishtha. Frequency may become lesser and lesser, but yes, when it is absolute cessation, then one can reside in Vrindavan Dham. So not that, we are doing same activity which we are doing in Delhi. Now we are doing in Vrindavan Dham, in Omax apartment, swimming pool, shopping, gopi dress, dhoti kurta, matka silk. Yay! There's aloo tikki, there is lassi. भैया थोड़ी चटनी और लगाना भैया इसमें जरा सॉल्ट लगाओ ना डालो थोड़ा सा जय वृंदावन धाम ये तो तुम यहाँ कर लो तुम चांदनी चौक चले जाओ तुम so Vrindavan Dham vas very difficult to have vas in Vrindavan Dham. It's not that easy. Yes. Yes, बताइए. Yeah, you can speak loudly. No? Yeah, she has voice. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, how can we handle non-devotees family?
Non-devotees family?
Yeah.
Why to deal with non-devotees family? Like your own family which is non-devotee?
No, like... मतलब जैसे कोई बाहर हमें नॉन डिवोटी मिलता है वो कुछ भी बोलने लग जाता है कि कृष्णा के लिए काफी कुछ बोलते हो हाउ कैन वी हैंडल
whenever somebody speaks about Krishna in an ill way, in an ill manner, it's an opportunity to preach. Whenever somebody speaks ill about us, basically Krishna is giving us a chance. Hey, chal preaching kar isko. Like somebody calls us, oh, these Hare Krishnas, they are crypto Christians. Somebody says like that. So it's an opportunity to glorify Krishna. We will glorify Krishna. Thank you, sir. Keep doing Ninda. You will go to hell after doing Ninda, but we will get a chance to glorify Krishna. Thank you so much. So that's why when somebody criticizes Krishna, basically they criticize not because Krishna is worthy of criticism. They say it because they are afraid. They are fearful. Because in case we will also become like the Hare Krishna devotees, then we may have to give up our onion and garlic and moving around, watching this, watching that. Oh, I don't want to do this. So what should I do? The best form of defense is to attack. So that's why they attack. You Hare Krishna devotees, you this, you that. We know about you. You send money to America. So anybody who says that you send money to America, just ask the brand of his mobile phone. He'll say Oppo, Vivo, Realme, or say Apple. In case somebody says Apple, you send money to America because Apple is an American company. But in case you say Honor, in case you say Vivo, in case you say Huawei, so all of these brands are Chinese brands. So that means you send money where?